DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
On the play. First down, Jaguars.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Jags have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
steps away. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, Ingram. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Deep ball for Goodwin. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew caught here by Conley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Throwing on first down is Minshew. That's caught at the 25. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 33 yards that time.
First down.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 19 yards there on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Minshew. And able to find Conley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And his throw here's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's second down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Intended for deep.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
The Jaguar first down.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Even so much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A shotgun give to Fournette. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Minshew. Flush to his right. And Eifert has it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Minshew sets to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Pass complete to
from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On second and very short, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 on the play.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught at the 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Minshew on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Now second and goal from the
second down at 7. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Minshew's pass.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Look at me, zipper.
On second down, Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Complete.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And from the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up
a rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now as you...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. but he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second and 7. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got a Dane Brook complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. He's got Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Evans.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. A handoff to Fournette. And he will go out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. Give him 42 yards on the ground. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10.
Justin Tucker to
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Malik Harrison on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
DJ Chark.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew got his man. It's